Hi, what's going on? It's Romeo, and we got into a subject about marriage and sex in a marriage. So going through a sexless marriage and how to spice up your marriage when you're having some rough times in the bedroom. Let's see what we talked about. Father's Day is coming. It's going to be on this Sunday, right? I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. We were out having a couple of drinks, and we were all talking about Father's Day. And what do you want to do for Father's Day? Right? His wife was asking him. And he goes, yeah, I don't really want to do anything. Just stay at home. We'll have dinner. Just a normal day. Well, his wife, and the kids actually want to do something for him more than just stay at home. Because he is he's a great dad, works hard, and they just, for some reason in their mind, their idea of a great Father's Day for him is to go out, get something to eat, go out and do something as a family, right? Whether it be go to the movies, go to the boulevard, go to whatever, just do something together, right? He doesn't really want to do that. He just kind of wants to stay home and hang out. So here's my question to you, and this was the conversation we were having yesterday, was who's Father's Day for? Who's Mother's Day for? Who's your birthday for? Who's your anniversary for? I mean, all of these special occasions that come up, your birthday, at what point is it about you and what you want as opposed to about everybody else and what they want? Because really, the conversation yesterday for him was it was about what they wanted to do with the justification of for him, right? So what are you supposed to do about that? At what point, or is there any occasion that is supposed to be about you, but yet everybody else is making it about themselves under this idea of, oh no, we're doing it for you? What do you do? RD42547. Who gets to make the decision? It's like they always say, a funeral is not for the dead. It's for the living, for them to feel better and celebrate, and however they, to mourn and feel better. So, which is all understandable. But for Father's Day, is it about what the family wants to do for him because they have an idea of what they should do for him, even though he has a different idea of what he wants to do? How does that work? What about your birthday? What about Mother's Day? What about your anniversary? I mean, at what point do you get to decide what you want to do for an occasion that's supposed to be about you, not other people? RD42547. What do you guys think?
Hey, what's up, Ron?
What up, Ruben?
Man, we got that same thing going on at my house, and it's two events. My daughter's one of them's turning 21, and she wants a basic party. She live out of it, you know what I mean? She wants stuff like that, and my wife's like, no, we got to do this. Babe, it's her birthday. What she wants. She's like, Dad, I don't want all these canopies and all this, you know what I mean? I just want a basic party. Okay, cool. Well, Father's Day, they're talking about Father's Day, Rome. I just want to throw some meat on some ribs and tri-tip on the grill and drink me a cold beer at home.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they're like, no, Dad, we should go out to a restaurant. We want to do this. They want to make this. And I'm like, why would you guys want to make spaghetti if I don't even like spaghetti? You know what I mean? I'm like, just let me barbecue there. But, Dad, tell us what you want us to cook, and we'll cook it for you. I want to go on a barbecue grill and enjoy a nice cold beer and cook me some tri-tip and some ribs.
Yeah.
And they're bummed about it.
So,
and I'm like,
I don't know. But what point?
That's what I enjoy doing.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what I mean? I enjoy doing it, plus I'm being a father and I'm still cooking for my family, and I enjoy it.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? I'm like, dude, is it your guys' day or is it Father's Day? And that's the only day we really get, Rome, you know what I mean? Because even my birthday, they do what they want to celebrate, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. At what point are you doing it for whoever the occasion is for, or for yourself?
Exactly. So I'm holding my ground now. Ron put my 14-inch foot on the ground, and I'm saying, you know what? I'm throwing my meat on the grill. And if they want to go out, they could go out.
If they want to go out without me, that's fine.
Yeah,
all
they're
right.
Perfectly fine. I'll just sit there and enjoy my cold beer, and me and my dogs, and we'll be happy.
All right, Ruben.
Later, bro.
I mean, that's the point, though. And that's a conversation I was having with another friend of mine. He wants to do what he wants to do for Father's Day, but because his wife and kids, just like Ruben said, have their own idea of what they want to do, at what point is it, you know what? It's my day, you know? I don't know. RD42547. There are a lot of people out there that they have their own ideas of what is best for you, right? But when it's about you and it's your day, maybe your wife and kids need to just shut up and do what you want to do. So Father's Day's on Sunday, and yesterday I was having a conversation with a friend of mine and his wife, and he has his idea of what he wants to do for Father's Day. He just wants to hang out the house. They got a pool. They got a barbecue. Well, her and the kids want to do something totally different. They want to go out. They want to go do stuff, right? That's not what he wants. So at what point, when the day is about you, whether it be a Father's Day, a Mother's Day, whether it be a birthday, at what point when the day is about you, do you get to say what happens? Why do you? Why would your wife and kids get to tell you what you want to do on Father's Day? Already 42547. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
It's about the dads. Father's Day. We get Father's Day, right? So they get their Father's Day.
Well, I hate to tell you, but there's a lot of moms out there who have their own idea of what the dad should want for Father's Day, and they're going to do it. These dads are going to have to suck it up.
That's too bad, because it's all about the dads on their day.
All right. Thanks for calling. I mean, that's what I would say, but I mean, there's got to be occasions where, like Father's Day being one of them, where he gets to decide what he wants to do. And just because it's not what you think he should want to do, you guys got to accept it. Moms, kids, you got to just understand. If he wants to stay at home and not do much, stay at home and not do much. Don't try to push something on him that he doesn't want to do because that's what you want to do, like go out. Most dads don't want to go out to brunch or breakfast or dinner on Father's Day. Most dads want to stay at home, and most of them actually in Bakersfield want to cook, want to grill themselves because it's going to be a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and they just want to be around with their kids hanging out, you know, by the pool or whatever. So, but you moms, since you have a different version of what you think should be done on a day, and I would say, I'm going to be honest. Let's be honest with you. The reason these women, these wives, don't want to stay at home and barbecue is because they don't want to have to help cook. They don't want to have to make sides. They don't want to have to entertain. They don't want to have to do anything really for him. So it's easier for them just to go out and have breakfast, buy dinner, whatever the case may be. You know, they just really are, you're just being selfish at this point. If you don't want to do what your husband, the father of your kids, wants to do on Father's Day, you're just kind of being selfish. You got your own time to pick and choose what you want. So you guys got to understand that. I mean, it's just, yeah, that's just if he wants to stay at home, let him stay at home. There's no reason for you guys to try to push your ideas of what he should want on Father's Day or his birthday or any other day that's dedicated to him, because you don't want his ideas and your kids' ideas pushed on you when it's your day. So why do it to him? RD42547.
Hi, Romeo. Are you still talking about the Father's Day?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, for me, I say it's all based on how he treated you for Mother's Day. So for Mother's Day, I had to go to the in-laws. So guess what? Father's Day, we're doing what I want to do. Sorry, buddy. I'm getting my way no matter what. Your day, my day, it's still my way.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Why did you have to go to the in-laws for Mother's? Oh, you had to go to his mom's house.
Yes, his mom's house.
I'll give you that one. If he's not taking care of you first on Mother's Day because he's a little mama's boy, I'm with you. I'll give you that one. Okay.
you. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Bye.
right. You're right. All right. Bye.
Bye.
I don't really think you can argue with her logic, right? Because I've always told you, you're the person that comes first is your immediate family, whoever lives in your household. Your mom on Mother's Day does not come first. Your wife does, or the mother of your children. So I have to side with her. Hey, Romeo, Ray to Rob here. Yeah, it all started last month. The kids and the old lady been getting me gifts. I'm happy for the gifts, but I'm hearing that they want to take me out to dinner, but I have a plan in mind already. I want a barbecue, simple dinner, ribs and tri-tip with homemade chili beans, jalapeno poppers, and call off the next day. Sure. I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you should get, right? Not what they want. So Father's Day is coming. A friend of mine and his wife, we were talking about Father's Day, and they got a couple of kids. Well, apparently he has his idea of what he wants to do for Father's Day. The wife and kids have a different idea of what they want to do for him for Father's Day. So why is that even a conversation? Why it's Father's Day. There are some days or events that are strictly for you, and you get to decide what's up, not what their idea of what you want is. How is that even a conversation, to be honest with you? Already 4254777. Hey, Rome, I'm not big on sweets, and I'm still given a birthday cake every year. My family are the ones who eat it and take it home with them. But that's what I'm saying. It's your birthday. So why, if you don't want a cake, why do you? Well, I mean, a birthday, I guess that it's a little bit different just because, you know, a cake is kind of for everybody on your birthday. They could get you something different as well. But yeah, that's my point. Is at what point is it about you and not about what somebody else wants to do for you or their idea of what you want, even though you've told them what you really want? Hey, Romeo, it's Ruben. Again, the family just said, they heard me on the radio now, they said, we'll take you out to breakfast. I said, no, thank you. I want to fire up the plancha early in the morning, make some ham, hash brown sausage, some bacon. They said, but it's Father's Day. You shouldn't have to be doing anything. I told them this is what I want to do, so either join me or do something on your own. But that's what I'm saying. Their idea of what you want, what gives... And I know Ruben's got daughters and a wife. So what gives these women in your life the audacity to tell you what you want when you're saying this is what I want? Man, just selfish. What did you send me here? So a guy was brought up cheating. He talked about cheating, right? He talked about he believes that like 75% of couples cheat in Bakersfield. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope not. I hope it's not that high. But you're not going to stop cheaters. I mean, I just hope it's not that high. RD42547. But this guy sent me, said, hey, Romeo, I just hear you talking about cheating. I wanted to ask you about this. My wife and I, we haven't had sex in a couple of months. So finally, I asked her about it, what was going on. She told me that she just doesn't want to have sex with me anymore. She still loves me and cares about me. She just doesn't want to have sex. She says it's not because she wants to have sex with someone else. She's just not interested in sex. I don't know what to do because I'm still interested in I'm still interested in sex. I want to have sex with her. But what am I supposed to do if she doesn't want to have sex? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, what do you do? That is a very good point. So she said she's just not into sex anymore. She got medical issues or something like that. It didn't sound like it because you probably would have brought it up. She just is not interested. And you were sure she's not having sex with somebody else? Then yeah, that is a very good question. You probably got to leave her, right? I mean, I don't even know what to think. I can't believe she told you that. She still loves you, wants to be with you, but doesn't want to have sex with you. Or doesn't want to have sex with anybody, I guess. So what do you do? I mean, you're going to have to ask her. Here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to ask her if you can have sex with other people. And if she says yes, then stay in your marriage, have sex with other people. If she says no, then you're going to have to make a hard decision. No sex for the rest of your life or divorce her. I mean, that's really your only options, right? RD4254-7-7. Man, every morning, I just never know what I'm going to get anymore when it comes to you guys. RD4254-7-7. A guy just texted me, and he said that his wife, he goes, Rome, my wife and I haven't had sex for a couple of months now. And I finally asked her about it, and she said she's not interested in having sex. And it's not just with him, apparently. It's with anybody. She's not interested in sex anymore. He is. He still wants to have sex with her. And he doesn't want to. What do you do? He's asking me, what do you do? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If you're still want to be sexually active and your wife doesn't, yeah, I don't know what you do. You really only have a couple of different options. And that's, not have sex, stay in your marriage and not have sex. Ask your wife if you can have sex with somebody else. She says no, and that's not good. Leave. I mean, you really only got, those are the three options. That's all you have. RD4254-7-7. Hey, Rome, he's going to be part of the... I guess you could just take care of yourself, but I mean, that's not the same. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough spot to be in. Your wife doesn't want to have sex with you anymore. And you're sure she's not sleeping with somebody else? I mean, if you're sure she just told you she just is not interested in sex anymore. I don't know what you do. I would, wow. Sex is a major part of life. I guess I'm not one of those people that thinks that sex isn't a major part of life. Just like sex is just as important as communication and love and caring and respect. And sex is just as important as all of those things, whatever, So I don't know. I mean, ask her. I would go with asking her first. Well, if you don't want to have sex with me, can I have sex with other people and we'll stay married? Maybe she'll say yes. Try that first. She says no. Yeah. RD4254-7-7. Guy texted a few minutes ago, was talking about his wife. Apparently they haven't had sex in a couple of months, and he finally asked her what was going on. She said she's just not interested in sex with him or anybody else. This is his story, okay? She still loves him. She still wants to be with him, but sex is not on the table anymore for her. He still wants to have sex. What do you do? Good morning, Nat. What's going on?
Okay, I called you earlier, Romeo.
Yeah, what's up?
This is the thing. If a woman doesn't want to have sex with a man, it's funny how he tells you half of the story. There's a reason why she probably does not want to have sex with him. It can't always be cheating. It could also be his hygiene. It could also be his weight gain. Or it could also be that he's just an a-hole. Sorry to say it.
I'd agree with you on that. I'd agree with you on that.
At this point, why would you text Romeo if he basically told you to your face you either have one thing, you can change, or you can just get a divorce. Either way, either situation is going to cost you money.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't disagree with some of those things you've said. I think you might be. But what if it's just she doesn't want to have sex anymore? She's lost her sex drive.
Well, it could be because you have to think about it. When women go through menopause, they go through a lot of bad changes.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't describe to you the age of the woman. She could also have past trauma. Some women don't like rough sex. Some women do. And maybe he's just having sex the way he wants it, not the way she wants it. So,
let me ask you this question. Just fundamentally, let's take everything you've said and put it aside and say she's just decided she doesn't want to have sex anymore. In general, what's he supposed to do?
Get a divorce.
Damn, all right.
At least I'm being realistic.
Sure.
Why would you hold on to somebody that doesn't want to be held on? Obviously, maybe. Or maybe she turned lesbian. Who knows?
All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All
right, bye. I mean, she's not wrong. All of those things could be a factor. But if you take it at face value, what do you do? If your wife just doesn't want to have sex with you anymore, but she says she still loves you, still wants to be with you, then what do? You just, and that's what he said. Maybe he is. Maybe she's right. Maybe he's only given me half the story. Okay? I don't know. Already 4254777. I can only look at the story at face value and give an answer. I had a text message from a guy who, this is a strange message, so but take it for what it's worth. I'm just looking at it at face value. He says, good morning, Romeo. He says, me and my wife, we haven't had sex in a couple of months. So I finally asked her about it. She said she's not interested in having sex with me. But she says she still loves me and wants to be with me. She's just not interested in sex. So I asked her. She says she's not interested in sex with anybody else. I don't know what to do because I still want to have sex. That's a good question. Hey, Rome, good morning. My girl doesn't want to have sex until we're married, yet we have a 2-year-old. Well, I mean, but at least she has a legitimate reason for not wanting to have sex. She wants to be married, which you can't really argue with that. This woman says she just doesn't want to have sex with her husband. But I don't know what do you do? Yo, Rome, tell him to go to Union and 4th Street. Well, that's what I mean. You don't want to cheat. Cheating would be the worst thing to possibly do, okay? I mean, I know you'll justify it, but it's the worst thing you could possibly. You're going to have to ask her, well, what? I guess ask her, in her mind, what does she think your options are? How about asking her that question? See where that gets you first. Alrighty, 4254777. Rome, you think she's having sex with someone else, Rome? Is that a possibility? Well, everything's a possibility, to be honest with you. That's the first thing I thought. Well, but according to the text message, he says she's just not interested in sex anymore. Which, yeah, I don't know. But what do you do? I mean, what do you do if you still want to have sex and your partner doesn't? Or your spouse doesn't? And I don't know. I mean, anything's possible at this point, to be honest with you. All right, 842-547-7. All right, so a guy texted and says wife doesn't want to have sex anymore with him. Now, but the way he made it sound is that she didn't just not want to have sex with him. She just doesn't want to have sex anymore. So what do you do? He's asking me what to do. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. All right, 842-547-7. Romeo, sometimes women don't feel confident about themselves. Maybe she's gained weight. Maybe menopause, depends on her age. But damn, poor guy. I feel for him. I have to ask for it. My husband can go a whole month without it. Shaking my head. Yeah, I get it. I just don't. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why. And I don't know what, we just have to take what he said at face value. The fact that she said she's not interested. She didn't give a reason why, or at least he didn't tell us if there is a reason, because you're right. There's all kinds of reasons why she might not want to have sex with her husband. And let's say they're all legitimate. Let's be honest. Let's say they're all legitimate reasons. Why? Okay? Pick your legitimate reason why. What is he supposed to do? Just live in a sexless marriage? Because she has, I mean, what do you do? That's the question. The real question is if what he's telling us is the truth, regardless of the reason why, she doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. Let's say it's legitimate. What is he supposed to do? All right, 842-547-7. I mean, it's a good question. It's a fair question. Good morning, what's going on?
Hey, you're on a topic right now about a couple that hasn't had sex for like 2 months.
Yeah. The guy sent me a text message saying his wife doesn't want to have sex with him anymore.
The guy. Okay, well, anyways, I'm in a relationship with a person for like 15 years and not having sex for a year or over. Because of you or because of the other person? Well, I don't know. He's a truck driver, so maybe he's doing a little something, lot lizard, something like that. But I had a surgery of a hysterectomy a year ago, and it's been since that whole year. I mean, of that surgery, we haven't had no sex.
Are you able to have sex after? I don't know anything about a hysterectomy.
Yes, I'm able to have sex. There's no problem with that. But I mean, my hormones are kind of different and things like that. I mean, I just don't have the urge. So maybe it is me. But I mean, before then, we didn't have any problems.
Well, I was gonna say, do you want to have sex?
I could probably not care to have sex. No, not really.
Well, what do you think he's supposed to do?
I'm sure he's fulfilling his needs.
Wow. And you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that as long as it ain't me. Because I heard the woman too saying about hygiene and things like that, and
Yeah.
I don't know. He has really, really bad breath, so I don't want that bad breath on me.
Well, I think...
And it's kind of sad because I'm in a relationship with this person, and I've been with this person for like so many years, and it's kind of, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this question.
I'm not saying my name or anything like
No.
that. I'm not trying to put my business
Of course
out there,
not.
but I'm like, hey, this is a really good topic because it's been like literally over a year.
Let me ask you this question. If you had met, if somebody new came along that wined and dined you, so to speak, romanced you, so to speak, do you think you would want to have sex with that person?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm already in the age where it's like I don't want to date and things like that and go off to somebody new and start all over again.
Sure. I get it. Yeah. Well, that's the kind of the conversation is just what, like, all things being equal, if you don't want to have sex, either the man or whoever the spouse is, whatever spouse doesn't want to have sex, but the other spouse still does, what do you do about that?
We're both we're both like don't even try or don't even try or even have sex with each other. We just leave that alone. I mean, we have kids together and things like that, and we live together. So I hear what you said about she still wants to love him and be with him. It can work that way. I mean, something like how you guys do that without intercourse. It's like I don't know. We just do. We just have that understanding. We have kids together too.
Okay.
So I guess.
All right. I mean, that's fair. All right.
I mean, it can happen.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the phone call.
It's been over a year for me and mine. So.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. There you go. I guess it can happen. Already 42547. So when it comes to, I guess, a sexless marriage, right? What do you do if one spouse doesn't want to have sex and the other spouse still does? How do you handle that? Alrighty, 42547. Good morning. What's going on?
I tell that girl, she out of pocket. How's she gonna talk about that dude's breath like that?
Well, I mean,
in order to fix the sex, you got to fix the hygiene.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm not arguing with that. But you go,
whoever's not having sex for a year, they settled. They're okay with their life like that. That's not even cool.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
So, question.
Yeah.
Are we all with the same man? Because we aren't. Yeah. I don't want to.
Wait, say that again?
I said, are we all with the same man? Because I don't want to have sex with my man either. Like, is there something in the air?
Wait, why? Why don't you want to have sex with your man?
After so many years, I just feel like he is not inputting like he used to, as in, courting me, like taking me out to date. Yeah, he'll buy me stuff, but it's like, oh, I bought you this. Am I gonna get something? Boy, like.
So you have a legitimate reason that can be fixed in your relationship.
So even like when he tries, I think I'm at the point where I'm like, that you're just trying to get laid. Like, you're not trying to keep me happy. Like, you're just trying to get laid. And to me, it's like,
wow.
Maybe, it's not worth it. I don't want to. I just don't feel like it now. So.
Wow. Maybe you guys are all with the same man.
That's what I'm thinking. I keep hearing these stories, and I'm like, and then somebody said bad breath. I was like, maybe it is the same one.
When's the last time you had sex?
Month.
Okay. All right.
The month. And it's just like, I'm not, at this point, I don't crave it anymore. I'm not into it anymore. It's all right. I know it's there and I can get it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
All right.
I don't want to. I mean, we live together. We have a family, but it's just not something that I'm craving. It's not something that I want. At this point, it's just like, whatever. We're in a relationship, but you're not getting any, and I don't care to get it either.
Wow. All right. 842-547-7. So a guy texted me and he said his wife doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. We don't know the reason why. He didn't say the reason why. And apparently she just not interested in sex. Obviously we heard from a couple of women that said they're just not interested in sex. with their husbands right now. And one said over a year, one said a few months. So what do you do if the husband still wants to have sex? I don't know. Already 42547 Rome. She's crazy. Over a year. That's pretty sad. She should leave him and let him find someone else. Well, the conversation kind of said, she kind of made it sounded like she knew he was getting his needs met. Obviously, he was a truck driver, she said. So I don't know. She didn't sound very happy though. I would say that. Hey, Rome, I had the same situation months ago. My girl didn't want to have sex. Really? No more. I seen her less and less in bed, and I confronted her about it, and she said straight up, "You're annoying when you're snoring. Oh, when you're snoring in bed because you drink, and it's disgusting that you feel like alcohol when you're kissing me, and you're a jerk to me. So I made changes, Rome. Because I love getting mine." Well, but that's the thing. If there are changes to be made, okay, like the girl that called, she said that she's just not interested because he doesn't put in the same effort, which that is a change that can be made, right? You would think, you would hope, if you really want to be together. But the woman who said for the year, she just said she's not interested in it anymore. And it sounds, so I don't know. I think if you have a legitimate reason and something can be done about it, I think that's a fair question, a fair conversation for spouses to have and fix it if they want to. Right now, what's going on?
Hey, Romeo, so question about all this wife not putting out. If the man goes and has sex with a different lady, is that considered cheating because the wife's not putting out?
Well, if the wife doesn't consent, then yeah. If she says he can't, then yeah, that's cheating.
Well, because then that's the thing. If she's not going to put out and man needs to release the steam, it's like, hey, you're not going to do your part. Well, I'm going to find something I can go do my part. And you know what? You want me to treat you at home, take care of you, but you're not doing your wife needs, then what am I doing here? You get me?
I get what you're saying, but I think we're going to differ in the way you handle the situation. I mean, you really only got a couple of options. You either got to divorce them or accept it. I mean, there's only...
Well, and that's the thing, okay? If you divorce, right? Like, say they go divorce, that's cool. But if the lady tells you, you know what, I don't want to divorce, and the husband doesn't want to divorce, well, you're going to give them the advice, like, you know what, I'm going to go and do this, take it or leave it. Then you start doing your woman deeds. I'm going to go over here. You get me? And you let her know, but that's my opinion.
If you let them know, I mean, then now she's got to make a decision on what she wants. I mean, it's just...
No,
every conversation
right now.
Huh?
You should ask them that question right now to your audience and see what they agree on.
All right, man. I will. Thanks for calling. Yeah. I mean, it all works. She said she doesn't want to have sex with her husband anymore. So now he has to make a decision. You know, do I stay? Do I accept it? Do I tell her what I'm going to do and see what happens? I mean, how does that work?
What up, Rome?
What up, man?
Hey, man, you really got to screen these calls. I got that call right now saying if the lady is okay with the man cheating, instead of getting a divorce or staying, that she could be happy with that. She could be cool with it if she agrees.
Okay.
So you're telling me, so if I tell my girl, hey, I'm going to go get it somewhere else, and she's like, yeah, okay, cool. And then later she divorces me, and then she wins and takes everything because that's called when you step out of your marriage.
Yeah. I mean,
so she'll win no matter what, right?
Nope, not at all. You're right.
Yeah, that made no sense right now with that guy. I think he went through that same situation. He got screwed over, and he's just trying to get everybody else bad.
Give everybody bad advice.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you know what? I ain't going to be the only one that went through this.
All right. That's funny.
All right, Rome.
Later, brother. RD4254-7-7, Rome. I mean, let's see here. What'd you say here? I mean, if she turned lesbian, lesbians have sex as well. Damn, shame on her. Oh, she probably having an affair with a woman, Rome. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Hey, good morning, Big Rome. Tell that dude just to pull the trigger and ask for a divorce. I have a buddy that went through that with his wife. She said she didn't want to have sex anymore. She wasn't into it no more, so they got separated. And a month later, she had a brand new boyfriend. Going to find out she's been talking to him while they were married, but probably never slept with him. So tell him it's a wrap. I mean, what are you supposed to do, man, if your spouse says they don't want to have sex with you anymore and you still want to have sex? I mean, stay in the sexless marriage? I mean, all right, I don't know. I mean, people want to say, well, if you love and sex, love and sex. Love does not what do I want to say? Love does not overshadow sex, or love does not trump sex, okay? Sex does not trump love, okay? You guys text me here. Hey, Rome, is this how swinging starts? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, Romeo, it might be the way he's asking. There's an old saying that women will give you all the sex you want till you get married. Then it stops. But on the flip side, as men, did we actually stop trying? How many times has he took her on a date and tried to sweep her off her feet? Does he make her feel special, or are they just in a routine? Does he still look the same, or did he let himself go? I mean, all legitimate questions, very legitimate questions. I don't think you can argue with what you just said. But let's be honest about it. And I agree with everything you said. I totally agree with everything you said. But if you break down and look at everybody that you know that's married, okay? It's not very often, more so than not, it's the wife who doesn't want to have sex anymore. Most guys still want to have sex with their wives. But here's the question. Because of the things that you just said, is that why she doesn't want to have sex anymore? Because the guy's not trying hard enough? Or does she have other reasons that she's not into it? What do you think the most common reason is that a wife does not want to have sex with her husband? What would you guys think? I don't know the answer, by the way. You guys can all Google it. I don't care. I don't know what the answer is, by the way. But it seems like in society, in general, it's the wife who stops having sex with the husband before the husband wants to stop having sex with the wife. He just has to accept it. What is the most common reason, though? Is it him not doing enough? I'm going to say this, but take it with a grain of salt. I don't think it's because the husband stopped doing these things that you just said. If I was going to guess, I think it's because the wife, I don't know. Alrighty, 42547. Good morning, buddy. Sounds like he's done. She's most likely chopping someone else's wood. I don't understand how you men are okay with that. As soon as we woke up, jumped in the shower, came out, gave her the look, and okay. I get it. I don't know what the answer is. 42547.
Hey, man, Romeo, what's up, man?
Not a lot. What's going on?
As far as that topic that's going on, I think a lot of it has to do, too, with that a lot of these women are taking those shots. A lot of people are getting those epidurals where they're not having any periods. And that is messing up a lot of their insides and a lot of their mood swings and sex drive as well.
I had heard that. I didn't know how true it was, but you're right. I have heard that these shots are, these women are not wanting to have sex as much anymore, if at all, because of these shots. I get that. Yeah. Well, what do you do then?
Yeah,
you know?
Like I've been with my girl for over 16 years, and we've been through the no shots, the epidural, that thing that you put in there, the IED thing. And it's always different. It's always something different.
Huh.
But you just got to push through, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Find out what's causing it. You know what I mean? Get to the root cause before you try to go do anything stupid. You know what I mean?
All right. I mean, that's sound advice. All right, brother.
All right.
All right. That's another thing, though. That's a whole different conversation, or another conversation which may have to do with this. Is you want to lose weight and you don't want to have sex anymore because the shot is draining your sex drive. I mean, what do you do? You want to look better that's why I always say, guys, your wives are not looking good for you. They're not trying to look good for you, okay? And they never have been. Except to get you to marry them, they've never tried to look good for you. Or else, because what do? They'd rather give up sex and look good than care about your needs or wants. RD42547 What'd you send me here? Rome, why is she with him then anymore? Let the poor guy go. My wife had a hysterectomy too, and pretty much is the same as her, but mine tries. Okay. It's a hard conversation to understand. I mean, different people have different sex drives. Hey, damn, Rome, it's Ruben. I feel bad for these women. Like I said, Rome, these fools don't step it up and keep their women excited. Yeah, and I don't agree with that. Ruben, I don't agree with your assessment. You can't always blame him. And I'm sorry, you guys always want to blame him. It's always his fault. No, it's not. Okay? And if I was going to guess, I would say that the majority of relationships where sex is an issue, the majority of it, I'm saying like 60-40, maybe 70-30, have nothing to do with him. It's not him doing it. He's still trying. But for whatever reason, she does not want it, whether it be taking that shot to lose weight, whether it be kids, whether it be a job, whether it be stress. And I'm not saying those are not legitimate reasons. Okay, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying you're quick to always blame him. It's not always him. And for the most part, I don't think it is him being the husband. But you guys want to be quick to, Ruben's always trying to put down some dudes though. He's always trying to, I don't know why he's always trying to put down dudes, but sometimes you got to stand up for the men and say, look, it's not him, it's you. So what do you do with that? What did you send me here? It says, hey, Rome, my wife and I were high school sweethearts from Bakersfield High. And this year marks 15 years together. We used to be inseparable and had an amazing connection in every way, including physically. But after years of constant arguments, different priorities, stress from life, and growing apart, we haven't been intimate in over 2 years. We still love each other, but it feels like we're roommates more than husband and wife. The spark that once came naturally is gone, and neither of us seem to know how to bring it back. Romeo, we're just going through a rough chapter, or is this something we're doing wrong? I find it so easy to connect with others, both emotionally and physically, but not with the person I should be connecting with. That's a tough one. I mean, you said high school sweethearts, 15 years, right? So you've been together for 15 years. Or you're 15 years out, right? This marks the 15 years together. Our priorities are different. Stress from life, growing apart, constant arguments, different priorities, stress from life. 2 years is a long time. So, but it's probably not as, there's probably a lot of people going through what you're going through. How you would, that's a good question. Is it just a rough patch or is it over with? That is a very good question. I'm very optimistic. Okay, I know you guys. I'll tell you how stupid you are, but I'm also a very optimistic person, and I would say that you guys could probably. It's probably a rough patch, and I say this about all high school sweethearts, and you guys should never marry out of high school. You haven't experienced enough of life and what is out there to understand that you missed out on stuff, and it's stuff that you shouldn't miss out on. There's just things that you can never do once you marry your high school sweetheart. Now, people will make the argument that, well, we'll do it together. No, you won't. You think you will, but you won't, and you can't, because you're not built that way, you know. And So no, I would say you're going through a rough patch, because I would think you can patch it up. But I think you made a big mistake by marrying your high school sweetheart. And I will always say that to all of you. And every single high school sweetheart I've ever met that's gotten married, I've always been right. It takes a little while for them to actually admit it, but I've always been right. But what they do is they justify things to make themselves feel better about what's going on in their marriage. You know, it's like that little chihuahua that thinks since they're not looking at you that you can't see them. That's kind of what high school sweethearts do, especially from a sexual standpoint. But anyway, I'm going to say it's a rough patch, and I'm going to say you guys should just try to do things. Whatever you used to like to do together, start with that. Whatever that may be, and see how it goes. But I wouldn't, at this point, I wouldn't give up, although probably feels like you should. And maybe you should. Maybe you should take some time apart and see how it feels, you know? The problem with high school sweethearts is you become codependent of each other. And love means nothing, you know, it's just codependency more than it is really a relationship, or it's a codependent relationship more so than a loving, caring, I want you, you want me type of thing. Hey, Rome, everyone wants to quit before trying to fix things. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think you're right. There's always a way to bring the flame back in the relationship. Me and my wife had a dry spell, only had sex like 3 times in 2 years. I didn't realize I wasn't doing the things I used to before that she highly appreciated. Turned her off. I had to put that work in and figure out what changed without her telling me. Once I made that change, the flame came back. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you. I don't know that it works out for everybody like that, but okay. Rome, 99% of women in every marriage just get useless. They get insecure, overweight. Social media makes them unhappy because they can't compete with the young girls. And then they just blame the husband because he sees all their flaws daily. He probably doesn't care. He can call her beautiful and she won't believe him. But women have to blame someone and they can't spell accountability. So it's the husband that suffers. I agree with what you're saying. I wouldn't say it's 99.9% of women. I would say it's about, well, yeah, I would say it's about 60-40, maybe 70-30. But no, I to some extent, I'm with you. But okay. All right. I will say this, though. I do want to say this is, how is it here's what I don't understand. If you're a woman married to a man you don't want to have sex with that man anymore, why do you care if he has sex with somebody else? You're just doing it to be a jackass at that point, right? If you've told him, I just don't have a desire to have sex with you, I still love you, I still want to be married to you, but I don't, then why would you care if he went and had sex with somebody else? Because you don't want to do it for whatever reason. We were talking about a sexless marriage. Guy was, I guess his wife doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. Doesn't really want to break up with him. Still loves him, but just apparently doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. What does he do? Rome, no sex is better than bad sex. Fair enough. I will I will say this. Now I'm going to sound like a after-school Hallmark movie. No sex versus bad sex. I would say that no sex is better than having sex with a woman who doesn't want to have sex with you. If she's just doing it because she feels she's obligated because you're her husband or in the relationship and she doesn't really want to do it, I would say, is that what you're saying by bad sex? Because I would argue that bad sex is better than no sex, but no sex is better than having sex with someone who doesn't really want to have sex with you. They're just going through the motions because they feel they're obligated out of marriage or relationship or whatever. RD42547. There should be an agreement, Rome, that no sex voids the marriage. Well, the complication with it is this, okay? Here's the problem. The way that you value sex in a marriage or in a relationship is wrong, so to speak. They always say, well, you should be in love with the person you have sex with. You know, that idea is what is ingrained in your head at a young age. Well, sex and love have nothing to do with each other. You can enjoy having sex with somebody that you're not in love with. Just feel safe with them. You like them. You have a great time together. You don't have to be in love with them to have sex. Okay? So this idea that you have to have, the marriage thing, the idea that, well, there should be, there should be an agreement in your marriage that voids the marriage because of sex. Now, no. You should be with somebody you want to have sex with, and wants to have sex with you, whether you're married or not. Okay? But the problem is, why, if you don't want, they're not mutually exclusive. If you're in a marriage where your spouse does not want to have sex with you for whatever reason, then why wouldn't you let them have sex with somebody else? Because it's ingrained in our heads that love and sex go together. Once you get married, how many people are in a marriage that they don't love each other, but they still stay married? So, yeah. Alrighty, 42547. Yo, Rome, that's basically an ultimatum, isn't it? Because if she wants a sexless marriage and the guy goes in that makes it forcible. I had an ex, we had sex all the time. She ended up telling me she wanted to be celibate till marriage. 3 kids, 2 different dads, more, none are mine, and you cutting me off of sex? I left. There are reasons behind it all, and if they're married, she's already got another man she's working on. I will say this, and I'm not going to say that she's already got a man, but I will say this. It is funny how a woman will, and guys, you do the same thing, so don't act like, but that a woman will lose weight and get hotter after her marriage didn't work out, as opposed to trying to look great and be hot for her husband. Okay? Men do the same thing. It's just we're having the conversation about women right now, so don't get all uptight. Sexless marriage. I guess some guy. I know some guy was talking about his wife doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. Doesn't want to divorce him though. So what do you do, right? At that point, already 42547. Hey, Rome, men get sloppy and lazy. They make it all about them and not satisfying both. I agree with you. I agree with you when you guys are saying that these guys don't do what they used to either get you in the or, satisfy you. But you can't blame all the men. Because more often than, and I'll tell you why. Women control sex in their marriage. All you women control the sex in your marriage, whether it's be to get something out of him, whether it's be because you really love him and you just can't keep your hands off him, wherever you're at on that spectrum, you control it. So it does start with you, okay? And That's why I say it's not, you want to just blame men. You can't, because it starts with you. I'm not saying at all that men don't get lazy or men don't do this or men don't do that to make you not want to have sex with them. But it does start with you. So more often than not, you're the reason. Okay? It's not him. A lot of you created these men and then blame him for it. But if you're the one that controls the sex in your marriage, however that is, you control it, then you're the problem to begin with. And then you get there and you go, well, now he's not doing this or now he's not doing that, so I can blame him now. Now, I'm not saying that's 100%, but more often than not, you women have decided for whatever reason, oh, I have kids. Oh, I don't feel sexy. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm not attractive. Oh, I'm too tired. All he can do is accept it. And then once he accepts it and he sees this is my life now, a sexless marriage, you blame him for not doing the things. He may even try to do some of the things and tell you you're sexy. You know how many women out there call themselves fat? Their husbands say no, they're not, and they don't listen?
Hey, what it do, Romeo?
Hey, what up, brother?
Like I said, man, you the smartest man in Kern County.
Well, I'm not going to let anybody get away without being held accountable for their actions. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how smart I am, but yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me because, we got everybody listening right now, and y'all the females be real quiet. But, that's why, because it's time to listen instead of talk. Well, it's been a good start to the day, Roman. I appreciate you for that.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man. RD 42547-7. Hey, good morning, Romeo. Maybe the reason the women don't want to have sex with their partner, maybe he is emotionally and mentally abusive. I know people that are in that situation. I agree with you, okay? But what is going on right now, the conversation is you got to take both extremes out of it, okay? Because that's the majority of sexless marriages, or not a whole lot of sex going on, is not because of what you're talking about. There are extremes to that, and there are real legitimate reasons that you can say. If we take out the what you've just said, the abuse or mental abuse, we take out the health issues, which are all very legitimate reasons to not have sex with your spouse. Health issues, emotional and mental abuse, things like that. Okay, those are very legitimate reasons. But those are extremes, okay? The majority of you are not having sex because of a lot of different reasons. You're tired. You're busy. You're stressed. You got kids. You got work. You got expenses. He doesn't do as much as he used to try to make you feel sexy. You've put on weight. You don't feel sexy anymore. He's trying to tell you you still do, but you don't care. You got your own issues that you are creating, or I don't want to say creating, but are going on with you that you just don't want to have sex. And so he suffers, even though he may be trying to do all of these things and tell you you're sexy, you're hot, he loves you, blah, 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 whatever that is. That is the majority of marriages, okay? Let me rephrase that. That's the majority of marriages of people who are not having sex and who are frustrated by it. So what do you do? That's the real question. All right, 842-547-7. Rome, what do you got here? She's tired. Too many factors to consider. Do they have kids? You're absolutely right. And those are all the things. But those are the common kids, a common factor of why you don't get to have sex. But you have to overcome that. You can't just put blame. And that's why I say maybe 7 out of 10. Since you women control the sex in your marriage, you're the one that has to figure it out. You can't just blame your husband. or you can't just blame the kids. And that's what you do. You got to take some accountability for your marriage. And I'm not saying that you don't. And I'm not saying that he's, the king of the house and he deserves it all. That's not at all what I'm saying. He probably does need to put in a little more effort. But even when they do, even when he does, you still have your own reasons on why that's not good enough, and you still blame him. Take some accountability. You can't just blame him. Let's see here. Yo, Rome, I think she wants the foreplay like in the beginning, or is she gonna cheat already? Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. I think you guys are on to a lot of what you're saying. It's just it has to start somewhere. And hey, Rome, I just want to clarify. The last person that talked right now on the radio saying that women are getting epidurals and IUDs, just to clarify, because the man was stupid. Epidurals are shots you get when you're going into labor to have your baby. It has nothing to do with sex drive. And two, IUD, a form of birth control, again, has nothing to do with sexuality. The man was uneducated. Now, if he's talking about Ozempic, that's a different story. Epidurals or for when you're... I was kind of curious about that too when he said that. I would just assume that he was talking about those shots, those Ozempic type, those GPL, whatever those weight loss shots are. There have been studies showing that women who are on those are losing their sex drive. So I don't know what you do after that point, But I will say for the guy, you want a hot wife with no sex, or you want a wife who's going to give it up? I mean, that's pretty much what's kind of happening right now, and it's happening on a large scale because apparently everybody's on the shot, from what I understand. Rome, I'm not trying to clown any fool. Oh, this is Ruben again. I'm just saying, if you keep things exciting at home, always changing it up, it doesn't get boring. Yeah, it takes both of you. But this is what you're failing to understand, Ruben, is it's the majority of what's happening in a sexless marriage or marriages that lack sex are because of things getting in the way. And the woman, the wife, is usually the one who stops the sex first and then blames the man that she's not getting what she wants. And normally it happens because of kids, because of jobs, because of chores, because of stresses outside of their marriage that has nothing to do with their relationship. There's no animosity between them. But you're always trying to blame a dude. There are plenty of men right now, who have never said one degrading thing to their wife. Always said how their wives are sexy and they love them, and they're still not getting the sex they want because of all the factors I just laid out for you, because women control sex in the household. And then once they feel like they're not getting enough out of their man, they blame him. When the reality was it started with them. So anyway, and I'm not saying that's all women. I'm saying more often than not, that's how your relationship and your marriage has played out. All right, 842-547-7. I've been with the wife 20 years, married for 15 years. Last time we had sex was 2.5 years. At first she said, it's not you, it's me. Now she tells me I don't deserve any. That's what I'm saying. Because that's how it starts. I can lay it out for you. Never cheated, always taking care of her family, always taking care of her. Her family gave her the boot at 18. She always complaining about never taking her out. But it's hard when you have a 1.5-year-old. The kids with special needs, we don't like staying with anyone. Okay. I've gotten everything she ever wanted, or she has gotten everything. But that's how it plays out. I mean, you're in a unique situation there. I get it. But for the most part, you women are not taking accountability for your part in your sexless marriage until you're not getting what you want, and then you blame him. That's what happens more often than not. I mean, think about all of you women out there who like some guy and you were flirtatious and sexy and always stayed hot and did blah, blah, blah. And then you reached a point where you were in love with him. And now you're going, well, you only want me for sex. So now you're controlling your relationship, trying to figure out how much he loves you without sex. And then all of a sudden he gets used to this is his life. You don't want to have sex with him. And then all of a sudden you realize, hey, he does love me. He doesn't just want me for sex. He wants me for more than that. And you've already created this monster that now doesn't want to do anything for you because of how you treated him. You women take no accountability for how you treat your man. And then you get mad at him because he's accepted your rules and this is what you've created. And now it's his fault. Look, man, you got to take accountability for it. It's not just him. There are circumstances on both ends of the spectrum where it is him. But for the majority of you, it's not just him. RD4254-7-7, Rome. From my understanding from these young guys that I hear, when they take time apart, then they say, oh, she came back. Then I say, yeah, because the other guy already what he wanted and is done with the girl. So yes, they go back to their guy. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but okay. What else you said? Good morning, Rome. I agree with you. Women shouldn't hold men from having sex unless the woman wants him to be miserable like her. That's a lot of bad blood right there. No wonder they drain it once. Oh gosh, you're so stupid. Anyway, it just, I don't know. You want to talk about, you want to look at your marriage and go, well, why we don't have sex? We don't have enough sex. And you guys, but you don't want equal accountability. That's the problem with you women, is you don't want equal accountability for why your marriage in any aspect is where it's at. Okay, not just the sex part. You know, you just want to blame him. Now, this is not in all cases. There are exceptions to every rule. But I'm just saying, more often than not, I'm talking in generalities, more often than not, you women don't take accountability for why your sex life is either non-existent, or why he's always complaining about he doesn't get any, or why he's not taking you to do the things that get you into the mood. A lot of that has to do with what you created because you control your sex life in the marriage. I mean, let's see here. Good morning, Romeo. Let's see. So, I think there's more to it. First, women get older. We need our hormones adjusted. If not, we lose our libido. Also, men need to understand that just because you married, it doesn't mean you need to stop showing love. Most women need physical touch and to be able. I agree with all that. I don't. And now, if the man is trying and the woman doesn't want to, then she either is no longer loves him, or there's something else. I agree with you. But if you were going to talk about it in generalities, in most marriages, since women are the ones that control the sex in their marriage, you are the ones that created why your man is who he is today. Oh, what'd you send me here? Rome, you should ask if anyone has been married over 20 years and are happy and still having sex. Have them call and tell you what they do differently. I know what they do differently. They care about each other. They want to be there for each other. They want to please each other. That's what they do differently. They still like each other. Okay? All these things that we're talking about are problems that every marriage goes through. Okay? There are going to be times in your marriage where it's not as exciting as it once was. There are going to be times in your marriage when you guys are having, difficult times communicating. There are going to be difficult times having sex. There's going to be some ups and downs like that. But you get past them and you figure it out. If you still like each other, it has nothing to do with love. Nothing at all. If you still like the person that you're married, and they still like you and they still want to have sex with you, you will figure it out. You will figure out how to make that happen because you still like them. You still want to be with them. That's what people who do, who like each other and want to be with each other, they do. They figure it out. So for you to say, what did they do? Why 20 years? Are they still having sex? Because they still like each other. That's why. All right, 842-547-7. The problem is most of you don't. You get bitter, you get mean, and you blame your spouse and don't take any accountability for your actions. What you got here? Hey, Rome. Good morning. He should have his friends text him acting like women that want to meet up and have sex. See how she feels or see how she reacts to someone else taking her man. Yeah, there's no reason to play childish games like that. I mean, you should be able to have a conversation about sex with your husband or wife and she basically said she still loves him. She doesn't want to divorce him. She just doesn't want to have sex anymore, which for whatever her reasonings are, you can't argue with them, okay? But you have to make a decision as her man or her husband. Because if you still want to have sex and, now you got to make a decision for yourself. You can't disagree or argue with why she's made that decision for herself and your marriage. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, he should reverse Uno card her and hold sex back from her. Well, how are you holding sex back from her if she doesn't want it? That's not how it works. That's not necessary, especially for a lot of married couples. It's not how it works. Yeah. Anyway, hey, Rome, the end of July will be 20 years married, and boy, we still get it on. But I think the difference is the little things that we do to keep each other attractive, but not going to lie, Rome. The best sex is the hallway sex when we walk by each other in the hallway and we both say, yeah. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a story. And this happened a couple of years ago. I was on a cruise. And I got up. It was about 7 in the morning, I think it was about 7 or 8 in the morning. Whenever it was real early, I went down to get a cup of coffee. And I sat down to have a beer. And I thought, you know what? And I was the only one at the beer thing, okay? At the bar that early in the morning. And this woman sits down next to me, and she was in her flip-flops and her sweats, and she looked kind of like a beach bum, And we started talking a little bit. Hey, what's going on? She goes, me and my sister, every year I get together with my sister. I live in California. She lives in Texas. And we were just talking because we were both sitting there. And I go, where's your sister at? Oh, she's getting ready. And I knew right away, the minute I heard Texas and she's getting ready at 7 a.m. or it was 7 or 8. I said, she's getting dressed up, isn't she? And she goes, yeah, how'd you know that? I said, because she's from Texas. And she's probably one of those women that wants to look good all the time. And she said, yeah. I said, we're from California. We walk around in flip-flops and board shorts and could care less, right? She goes, yeah. But it was just that idea that this woman, her sister, wanted to always look good for her husband. She always wanted to have her hair done, always wanted to look nice, right? Now, I don't know what kind of marriage her and her husband had. To be honest with you, this was, I don't know how many years ago I had this conversation, but it's the concept of this woman, as my boy Arnold would say, this woman knew her role. So did the husband know his role? I don't know. Never met the husband. But I'm saying you can't discount knowing your role in your marriage, whatever that is, for you to get what you want from your spouse. Or for your spouse to want to give you what you want. That's really what you want. You want your spouse to want to give you what you want, which means in turn, you should be doing what your spouse wants You see what I'm saying? You guys get it? RD425477. Rome, I don't even know why anybody listens to you. You don't know what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. More so than any of you listening right now. Because I've been going to relationship counseling for 20 plus years every Thursday with Michael Bean with a relationship therapist. Yeah, so I know more about it than you guys should listen to me when it comes to your marriages. We got to talk about your sex life for a little bit, right? Because it gets a little old. You've been married. You've been in a relationship for years and years and years. And sex just gets boring, right? You get complacent. You don't try as hard. Maybe not as much foreplay. Maybe not as much romance. Maybe not, freaky deaky sex. We were talking about cheating the other day and how a guy said that he cheated on his wife because he didn't want to do certain sexual acts with his wife because he thought they were disrespectful. Well, do you ever think that maybe that's your wife would do it and that would make your sex life and your relationship more exciting? You ever think that ever occurred to you? No. Alrighty, 4254777. Then I had a woman tell me, she texted me the other day and she said, "Hey, Rome, I want to spice up my sex life with my husband. We've been married for 15 years. But I'm a little nervous about trying new things. What do you think? You got any advice?" Try it. Just do it. You'll know if you'll like it or not. I mean, it's all you can do. You're doing it with this in the safest space possible. You're doing it with your husband. So I don't think you could really screw it up too much, right? So yeah, spice it up a little bit. Try. I don't know what do you want me to tell you to do? Sex in public bathrooms, places like that, the car. I mean, I don't know what kind of sex life you guys have now, so I don't know what you mean by it's boring. Already 4254777. Somebody texted me yesterday saying the same thing. Him and his wife have boring sex. So what do you need to do? You need to spice it up. Different positions, different places. I mean, right? How do you spice up your sex life? People do it all the time. How do you spice up your sex life? 8425477. I've had a couple of people in the last few days talk about spicing up their sex life. A woman texted me and said she wants to spice up her sex life. She's not really sure how to do it though, and she's a little nervous about the change, which, yeah, you can see that because, you ever notice when people talking about spicing up their sex life, it always has to do with some sort of kinky sex, and a lot of it has to do with the threesome. And you go, well, did you ever think that maybe making your sex life better could be a little more emotional, maybe a little more romance, maybe a little more foreplay, something a little more sexual in a romantic way as opposed to just, hey, let's get a third person involved and that'll be great for our relationship. No. But I mean, spicing up your sex life could mean spontaneous sex. It can mean sex in, places, kind of a little dangerous sex, things like that. Rome, some people's sex life is boring. It's because they're out of shape. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe it is just losing a little bit of weight, getting back into shape, But when people ask and say they're having boring sex and they've been with somebody for 10 years, you gotta believe that it means it's just the same routine. You probably do it the same time every night, or you do it the same place. You just, it's almost like scheduled, but not scheduled. Well, switch it up a little bit. I mean, do it different places, do it different times, do it during the day as opposed to at night. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. Rome, I'm married to a seriously very private, classy woman. She is more freaky than me. It's about communication with a partner. I don't know until we talk about, and man, let me tell you, I'll go work all day, take care of the kids, and get her Starbucks just for a chance in the bedroom. It's like a circus. Well, there you go. It sounds like your sex life is fine. But there are a lot of people out there that have a boring sex life. But to be fair, it doesn't just mean you have to do some kinky, dangerous, crazy Pornhub 9.5 weeks type sex, okay? There's other things you can do to make it better. Already 4254777. How'd you make your sex life better? It's spicing up your sex life. I got a couple of people in the last couple of days asking me how to spice up their sex life. One woman said I think it was 15 years of marriage. She wants to spice up her sex life, but she's nervous about what to do. And I could see that. I could see, making a change to spice up your sex life could, scare your partner a little bit. I can see that. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, Rome.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so the guy thought that it was disrespectful to do those things to his wife, but he thought it was okay to cheat on her. That wouldn't be disrespectful?
Yeah, that's a different conversation, though. But yeah, that's what happened. All right. Hot, what's going on?
A good but you have to be into it and show them that you're into it.
That'll do it, huh? All right.
That's all it takes.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right.
She might be right. Doing something that you don't do very often, maybe giving him birthday sex when it's not his birthday, something like that. I mean, if you're looking to spice up your sex life, there's a lot of things that you can do that aren't just, necessarily kinky sexually. All right? RD425477. Yo, Rome, I changed my sex mode by finding a different partner. I see. Okay. Then you're never going to find real love and be with one person that you can experience everything with. RD425477. Hey, Rome, my husband and I, we've been married 7 years. He works 10-hour days, and I found that we were just having sex at night before bed, same old routine. So what I started doing on the weekends, I started dressing sexy, walking around the house in just a t-shirt and I'm guessing just a t-shirt, nothing else. And I noticed that he started chasing me again. Switched up our sex life. Now it's getting healthier and healthier. Well, there you go. See, just saw anything. Walking around half naked. I mean, obviously they must not have kids, but yeah, sometimes you got to spice it up a little bit. Just, get it going again. And it doesn't always mean some sort of kinky, sex that you've never had before. It could just be like that woman said, just walking around in a t-shirt. Spicing up your sex life. How do you do it? 842-547-7. Good morning, Nat. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Ron.
Hey, what's up?
I just had a baby about 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
The house is a mess. I got other kids. What would turn me on is if my man came, if he would just go clean the house for me, that would rev that engine. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm resting all the time. If he did that for me, he'd get whatever he wanted from me. I wouldn't even ask questions.
That's hilarious. Well, hopefully he's listening. Hey, thanks for calling. All right. So all you got to do to spice up that sex life is clean the house. See what I'm saying? Everybody always thinks when you talk about spicing up your sex life, it has to do with some sort of kinky, something you've seen in a porno, or no, it doesn't have to be. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, me and my husband were getting kind of dull in the bedroom, so I started to take charge during sex. Then I started to take charge initiating sex, and it changed our sex life for the better. Well, there you go. That's all it takes, right? All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome. Hey, so I just asked him if there was anything he wanted to try, and he gets a blank once a week. Oh, okay. Well, he gets a B, once a week. All right. Randomly surprise him when he comes home, be in lingerie. See what I'm saying? There are a lot of things that you can do to make your sex life better, to spice it up, that doesn't include some sort of weird, kinky, never done this before. Because sometimes that's just not in everybody's personality. I know you guys all want to think that, oh man, Rome, if I had a threesome, sometimes it's not in your personality. Everybody has a different version of what great sex is, and it's not always the kinky stuff you see on Pornhub. Sometimes it is as much as, hey, if you just clean the house, I'd be good to go. Already 42547-7. All right, we're talking about spicing up your sex life. How do you do it? 842-547-7. What do you got here? Let's see here. Hey, Rome, the other night, my husband and I went out, and I felt like it was time to spice stuff up a little. So when he hit the road, I put on I like the way you said that, although I don't think I can repeat the way you said that on the radio. Been together going on 5 years. Meaning she got, you know what most of you do. He got a road, you know what, is what he got. So yeah, I don't know how to say that though without being vulgar. Hey, Romeo, some people have it, some don't. Men and women have to have that sex drive or the kinky stuff won't work. Well, it's not when we talk about spicing up your sex life, though, we're not talking about just the kinky stuff. I mean, look at the woman who said she just started walking around in just a T-shirt. Her husband started chasing her again. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, me and my husband have been together for 17 years. We have 3 kids together. And sometimes it's hard to have sex. So what I do is whenever the kids aren't around, I flash him. Oh, that's great. Keeps him awake long enough to get it on. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Flashing your husband when he's, when you're just around the house. It's like going to Cabo. All right. How do you spice up your sex life? What do you do? All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome, I know how to make sex life spicier. Stop the complaining and whining every day. Don't ruin it with your mouth. Okay, that's nice. Spicing up your sex life, man. How do you get it done? People gotta, some people have boring sex lives. They don't know how to spice it up. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome?
What up, Ruben?
Hey, I like to spice it up like when I go out of town and just pull over somewhere. I'll be going to Nukuyama and find a dirt road, and I just hit that dirt road half a mile in, and you know what I mean? And just do my thing.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right.
You know what I mean? I like spontaneous stuff like that. I like when I come home, my wife waits for me to jump in the shower with me. You know what I mean? Like,
sure. All right.
We're 19 years, and we still rolling.
All right, Ruben. Thanks for calling.
We just got to do little things to spice it up, man. Them fools need to step it up.
Yeah. And hello, Hot. What's going on?
Hi. So I'm listening to the radio right now about how to spice up your marriage,
sure,
sex life.
Yeah.
And for me and my husband, we've been together for almost 10 years. And when we have, not the crazy weekends, we go to the store, get some edibles. And, man, it takes things to a whole nother level. You don't even care what you're doing in the bed because you're on cloud 9. You're like, I know my legs can go that high.
Damn!
So, it works every time. It's like epic sex. So just get some edibles.
Wow. Get high on drugs. You never know what you can accomplish.
You accomplish a lot on edibles, let me tell you. So 10 years and it's fire. So...
Oh, that's awesome.
Advice.
That's awesome. Hey, thanks for calling.
Thank you, man. You rock.
She said, I get some edibles and I didn't know my legs went that high. Wow.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On 94.1.